It is day 3 of our road trip so far. This is our second to last day, but we are in Bennett, Colorado, at the Loves. Just woke up not too long ago. It's about 6:30, so leaving a little bit later than yesterday, but that's okay. We got a long drive ahead of us. It's gonna be about 10 hours total. So yeah, let's get along for the ride. Gonna be stopping at some scenic points along the way, but let's get on with it. Just wanted to say, come on here as I going through day 3 and venturing through the rest of Colorado into Kansas. Man, Colorado is a beautiful state. It is absolutely gorgeous, and the sunrise so far has just been absolutely amazing. It's just like right now, I was in the mountains back there, like not too long ago yesterday, into Denver, and then like now it's like turning into plains and like farmland and grassland, and there's just like this insane glow. I mean, look at this. I know it's hard to see because of my windshield, but it's just, there you go, insane. Colorado, love it. Got the sunrise for the day. I wish my windshield wasn't so bad, but it's gorgeous. I don't know if you can see it behind me, but like it's making it super pink and purple. But there we go, baby. There's the sunrise. Gorgeous out on these flatlands over here in Colorado, and we're getting close to the border of Colorado and Kansas. Obviously, I'm gonna go crazy when we get to the state line like I have before, but yeah, it's cool to see the sunrise in another state this morning. Colorado sunrise, there it is too, boom. I know that, oh dang, yeah, there she blows. There she blows, baby. Beautiful, beautiful sunrise. Now it's glowing my face up. Let's go. It's actually kind of dangerous because I cannot see out my windshield right now. Update on the road, about 2.5 hours for my stop in Hayes. It's about 200 miles away. Right now I'm still in Colorado, almost to the state line, but it's just been a bunch of fields, which I'm gonna guess this is how Kansas is gonna look too. But while I was driving, I got an alert on my phone, like the emergency, you know how your phone goes off when like there's like an emergency or whatever, and apparently there's a wildfire approaching. It said evacuate immediately. It's kind of crazy. I was like, what the heck? I don't know where from. It's only freaking 7:52 and it's 34 degrees outside and there's already a wildfire approaching. But I'm not surprised because the wind has been insane. The wind is crazy. Like, it's literally moving my car. I have to keep 2 hands on the wheel pretty much at all times because the wind is so strong that it's blowing my car to the right. It's kind of wild, but just want to share the update. And yeah, here's the scenery. Almost to the state line. Oh shoot, everybody, we are at the Kansas-Colorado border. Leaving colorful Colorado. There we go, boom. There's the way station. And now we are in Kansas. Colorado. I don't know what Colorado is, but yeah. We're not in Kansas I mean, we are in Kansas. Let's just see. Here we go. Boom. Kansas. Welcome to Kansas. Oh. We are officially in Kansas. I think this is our 5th state. Yeah, I think this is the 5th state of the road trip. Wait, well, let me do some math. California, Arizona, Utah, Colorado, and now we're on Kansas. So, yep, Kansas. Let's go. And it does look like Kansas. Kind of what I thought in my head so far. Flat lands and farmland. It's pretty accurate. We're about 2 hours from our stop in Hayes. That's where I'm gonna stop, probably get some lunch, fuel up, and then make the final push towards St. Louis, I think. And yeah, but it says we're gonna get there at 11:35, so let's keep it going. Update. I'm about to drive through the freaking Dust Bowl, it looks like. So I'm about an hour and 49 minutes away from my next stop, and the winds today and yesterday, they're high wind advisories, and I saw a sign back there that said truckers like be advised of wind gusts, and it said dust may be possible. And look at this, we're literally in the dust right now. This is crazy. It's getting thick. I don't know if the camera can really make it out that well, but you can't even see over there, but it is dusty and it is crazy. And this is Kansas for you. Farmland, dust, wind. Yeah, it's crazy, but we're gonna make it through. Keep driving. I'm keeping both hands on the wheel except for right now while I'm doing this video, because it's literally, the wind is moving my car to the right so hard that I have to keep both hands on the wheel so I don't swerve like crazy. It's wild, but yeah, crazy. All right, let's make it to the next rest stop. This is Kansas though. I mean, really flat, beautiful, but not a whole lot out here besides farm and flat land. Miss Colorado. All right, let's keep going. Update. I'm about an hour away from my first stop in Hayes, Kansas. and it is still freaking windy. But honestly, Kansas has just been really nothing but flat land, farmland, and I'm still driving through dust, like legit dust. Look at this. Crazy. Legit just dusting. But we're almost to our first stop. We're about an hour away, and we're gonna stop, refuel because we're less than half a tank. We get some lunch and continue on our route to our final stop of the day in Missouri. Yeah. Whoops, I forgot to update, but I actually just stopped over in Hays, Kansas City. I ate Freddy's burgers and custards. That's what it's called, Freddy's. It's a chain, kind of fast food chain burger fries that was recommended to me, and it was actually pretty good. I'll give it an 8 out of 10. Obviously, nothing compares to In-N-Out, right? But it was still good. But look at this. Oh, we're just with this really cool dust cloud. Crazy. But yep, we're back on the road, and it says our next, our final stop for the day is about 6 hours away. I might make some more stops, like a rest area, depending on if the views get better. But it's been pretty freaking dusty and not a whole lot to see out here in Kansas. Just a lot of farmland and dust, and yeah. But I think when I get into Missouri, there's a couple stops. I might stop at the Missouri River and take there for a while. But as of right now, 6 hours of driving about to commence. It says my arrival time is going to be at 6:30. So I think this is the latest so far. But total drive time, looking at 10 hours today total. But it was a nice little stop here in Hays. Nice little refuel, recharge, and we're getting back on the road. But this wind is crazy. I was filling up my gas, and I was just like standing there in the cold because the door was like swinging, and if I just left the gas thing in there, it would have flew out because of the wind. So I had to stand there and hold it. It was crazy. But it has been windy this entire day and this entire drive with dust. It's been crazy. High wind advisory. It's crazy. But yep, we got 429 miles to go. So let's get on with it. Update. We're still in Kansas, but you know the scenery's kind of changed a little bit. We're kind of like in this hilly canyon type of deal. Not really, but it's a little more hilly, a little more hilly with some hills and stuff. But we're about 4 hours away from our final destination. We're almost to actually Topeka, Kansas, and then we'll be crossing the Kansas and Missouri state line pretty soon. But we are slowly getting there, slowly but surely. And yeah, what a drive it's been. This has been not as scenic as yesterday, but you know, Kansas has its own beauty. You know, there's something about just wide open space. It's crazy. But take a look at the views so far. To Topeka, Kansas. We are just past the city limit sign, and you can already tell it's a lot more city-like. Whoa, a lot more city-like than the rest of Kansas. That's for sure. Actually got some buildings and some more hilly things, but yeah, we're in Topeka. I think Topeka is actually the capital of Kansas, because Kansas City is in Missouri. So kind of a weird on there, but yeah. We made it to Topeka, and we're about 3.5 hours away from our final destination. Looking like we're get there at 6:35 p.m. Man, what a long day of driving it's been so far, and still got 3 more hours to go. So yeah, but we made it to Topeka, and I'll let you know when we get to Kansas City, because I am going to stop there. And of course, we can cross the Kansas-Missouri state line. So let's go. Look at this. City. There's the Kansas City Stadium, the Royals, I think. Yeah. I don't know where Arrowhead's at, but crazy. Crazy. We made it to Kansas City. We should be approaching the state line here soon too. Let me see here. Yeah, very close to it. Of course. We'll let you know. But just past it. Oh shoot. Big old American flag over there. Crazy, made it to Kansas City finally. Let's go. Everybody, we're about to pass into Missouri from Kansas. We're almost at the state line here. But look at this view of Kansas City. Boom. There's Kansas City right here. About to pass over the river. Go. And welcome to Missouri, baby. We're in Missouri right now. Let's go. Crazy. Crazy. We are in Missouri now. Which Kansas City is mainly in Missouri, which is kind of weird, but even though it's called Kansas City. But very strange dynamic going on here. Oh shoot, there's traffic. We're in traffic in Kansas City. Crazy. I mean, Kansas City, Missouri. Crazy. Look at this. What the heck is this? What the heck? Left 2 lanes closed. Oh, it's because they made this really crappy here. But here we are. We're in pretty much downtown Kansas City right now. Crazy. Oh, look at that. Crazy. We gotta get over. All right, let me manage this traffic real quick. We made it out of downtown Kansas City, and we're still in Kansas City technically, but now we're in Missouri, the Missouri side of it. And it's weird, like the state lines, but like there's already a difference between Kansas and how Missouri looks. Like, I mean, just look. The fields are gone. those hills. There's actually trees here now. Yeah, already looks different. Crazy though. Now we're in Missouri. This is one of the final states. I think it either is the final state before we hit Tennessee, or there's one more state that we pass through before we hit Tennessee. But crazy. We've driven through Colorado, Kansas, and now Missouri today. That's 3 states for the day. Let's go. And we're about 2.5 hours away from our destination at our Love's Travel stop. But yeah, look at this. Boom. Sun's going down pretty soon. I'm gonna try to stop at a spot to look at the Missouri River, maybe catch the sunset. We'll see. I don't know, it looks pretty low, but crazy. Woo! That last field I saw wasn't the baseball field. It's over here. Baseball field, Kansas City Royals, and the Chiefs right across the street. Kansas City Royals and the Kansas City Chiefs. Crazy. That's right over there. Crazy stuff. Crazy stuff. So, little update, we made it to the final stop in Love's in New Florence, Missouri. I got myself some Arby's because I'm starving, but I'm a little tired. I did a lot of driving today. I did over 10 hours driving. So, it's time to unwind, chill, and pack up for the night, eat, and then go to sleep. And tomorrow, we're going to Tennessee. So, let's go.